Hey everybody, we'd like you to meet Grace. Grace is a beautiful Catahoula mix. She has been at the shelter for about a month or so now, so we're really hoping the right person will see this and come and meet her. She's already been spayed. She's probably about 2 to 3 years old, pretty young. She's a very active dog. She's very strong. She minds very well. She's very treat motivated, so you could probably teach her all kinds of things with some good treats. She's a nice girl. Other dogs, it depends on the dog. She's done very well with some dogs. Others, didn't care for them too much. I think she's kind of a boss dog, so if you have another dog, you want to make sure maybe it's a male or a dog that will let her kind of be in charge. But she's very, very smart, very sweet dog. If you're a runner and you need a buddy to run with you, she'd probably be fantastic for that. She's heartworm negative. All she needs is a family to love her, so if you'd like to meet Grace, please come up to the shelter. Hi guys, this is Lucy. Lucy is a very young hound dog. She's about 1.5 years old. She's a very active girl. As you can tell, she's just kind of still a puppy. She's just learning to do her basics. She can walk on a leash well. She likes other dogs. She just really hasn't had anyone to spend a whole lot of time with her, so we think she'd make a great family pet. She's super sweet and loving, heartworm negative. She does need to be spayed before being adopted. But other than that, as you can tell, she's very loving. She loves to give kisses, and she just likes to cuddle too. She's an active dog, but she likes to give kisses and just get attention. So if you'd like to meet Miss Lucy, she's adoptable now at the shelter. Come on down and meet her. We would like everyone to meet Sammy. As you can tell, we've got a lot of dogs this week that love belly rubs, and Sammy is one of the sweetest. He is a little Jack Russell Terrier. He is just all muscle. He's already been neutered. He was actually returned from being adopted here, so he's been here once before. And he's okay with being here, but he'd much rather be in a home environment with a family. He's a little nippy as Jack Russells can be. He likes to play and roughhouse. So for this reason, we would encourage adults only or older children, so no small children for Sammy. It's not that he's mean, he just likes to play a little rough. But as you can tell, he really does like to get lots of attention and just chill and relax as well. He loves belly rubs, he will cuddle with you. He's a calm boy, again, about 4 to 6 years old, so he's a little past that old puppy stage where he's tearing everything up. He just likes to hang out, and he's very sweet. Come here, Sammy. But he also is a little muscular guy. As you can tell, he looks like a mini weightlifting dog. He's a real tough little guy, very tenacious, loves to play. But again, he does calm down pretty quickly, and he just loves getting attention. And you can watch some TV, and he'll come hang out with you, watch a little TV. But if you're ready to go for a little jog around the neighborhood, he might go with you as well. So again, Sammy's already neutered. He is heartworm negative. He's a great little guy. He's okay around other dogs, and he's also house trained, so he's like ready to go. All he needs is a family to come and meet him. So if you would like to meet Sammy, come down to the shelter. Hello everyone, this is Iris. Iris is a beautiful Australian cattle dog mix. We have her down as like mixed with some min pin, but honestly we're not quite sure what she's mixed with. She's definitely cattle dog, but she's a lot smaller, so there's a little something else in there. But she does have a lot of the characteristics of an Australian cattle dog. One being she's very, very intelligent. She actually was adopted out for a few days before she was returned. She was a little destructive in the house when they were gone, so they did not want to crate her. We would encourage you to crate your dog when you're gone, at least until they learn the rules of the house. It keeps them safe, it keeps your items safe. So that's not really it's not a deal breaker. Any dog is in a new environment, they're young, they're going to get into things, so having a crate training option is definitely a plus for dogs, and it teaches them they have a safe spot, and it's going to keep them out of trouble. Say you run to the store, you're gone. As time progresses, they'll know what they can and cannot do when you're gone. But for this little girl, we were told that she was already house trained, that she did great with the family, and maybe just, make sure that you have her confined properly when you leave. You don't have to worry about anything else going on. She did great when folks were home with her. She's very sweet. She's a smart little girl. Great size. She's not too big, not too small. She's probably about 30 pounds, maybe 35 at best. And just a super sweet gal. She's already spayed. So all you have to do is basically come adopt this girl, and just make sure you do have time to spend with her, because for any dog or cat, it's a new transition. So to take them home and think in 2 days everything's going to be perfect, for some dogs it may happen in 2 days, but other dogs it might take a little bit of time to get them acclimated to your schedule, for you to let them know what you expect of them. Consistency is the key. Taking them out at the same time. If you take them out in the mornings before you leave, certain things like that will definitely help them. They love routine, and that definitely makes them a better pet, and it just really makes it go smoother for everyone. But if you'd like to meet Miss Iris, come on down to the shelter, because she is a super sweet little girl. She just needs a family to give her a little time. And again, cattle dogs are, woo! as you can tell, can be pretty rowdy sometimes. Come here, Iris. And she's super smart. Come here, girl. Come here. Ready? And sometimes they need a little extra training too. But Iris is a sweet girl. She just needs someone to love her. So if you want to come meet Miss Iris, and you can tell she can be feisty and she can be calm too. So come meet her. She's a great little girl. We would like everyone to meet Rico. Rico is a handsome little guy. He is a male neutered Chihuahua mix, probably about 2 years of age. He's been at the shelter for a little bit now. We've been working with him so we could get him into adoption. The situation that brought Rico to us was such that there were many, many dogs. They were brought to the shelter. There were a group of 7 small dogs and they were not socialized whatsoever. So we've been working with these guys. Some of them we did send on to rescue so they could get more one-on-one. But Rico was one of the ones that was just a little more brave than the others. So we thought, hey, let's try to put him in adoption. So he'll come up to you, he'll sniff you, he'll lick your hand, but when you try to pet him, he still kind of runs away, so you do have to just, pick him up. And then he's okay with being petted, but he's still very fearful. For this reason, we don't suggest that he go to a home with children because that's just going to be too much for him. So an adult-only household for Mr. Rico. He's coming around great. As you can tell, he's still a little nervous, but he would probably do great with in a home with another dog, a small dog, because he's always been around other dogs, and that does tend to give him a little more confidence. Just somebody that can really spend that time with him and let him come out of his shell, because I think he's going to be a fantastic little guy for somebody. He's just still very fearful, and he's, starting to trust, but it's still a little nerve-wracking for him. He goes to a place where he's never been handled with a bunch of other dogs to this loud place here at the shelter. So, but all things considered, he's doing very well. He just needs somebody to give him a chance and just to be slow and patient with him until he comes around. I think he's going to just be a love bug for somebody. Already neutered, heartworm negative, so all he needs is just somebody to love him. If you think that could be you, come and meet Rico. Okay, we have 2 special gals that we'd like everyone to meet today. This is Shadow and this is Diamond. These girls are 12 years old and they came to the shelter through no fault of their own. Their owner unfortunately went into a nursing home. No one in the family was able to care for them, so they ended up here at the shelter. Very, very sad. These girls are a bonded pair. They're 12 years old, which yes, they definitely are seniors, but they still got some time left. They are already spayed, they are house trained, they walk very well on a leash, they're calm girls, very well mannered, sit Shadow, and just love each other. And for anybody looking for a senior pet, these 2 girls are just wonderful. They're easy breezy gals, they love each other very much, they do great on leash, they're very clean, they hold their potty until you take them out. They're just wonderful girls. These golden girls just need a place to live out the rest of their life in a calm home. I mean, they're just really laid back dogs. They're just wonderful. They like to take naps, go for leisurely walks in the yard, and they got to be together. So we are going to require that they get adopted out together because we don't want to separate them. They're lifelong friends. They're both 12. They've been together their whole life, and it just wouldn't be right to separate them now in their senior years. So they've lost their mom, and we don't want them to lose each other. So if you're interested in loving these girls and letting them live out the rest of their years in a loving family, please come and meet them. Again, the black girl is Shadow. Hey, Shadow. Turn around, girl. And she's a shepherd mix, and the Brittany Spaniel mix here is Diamond, and they are wonderful, wonderful girls. So maybe you've lost a pet and you're not sure if you want another pet, and you thinking, oh, that's going to be too hard to lose another pet. But the love that they give to someone is well worth the pain. When you love a pet, they just give back so much to you. And these girls, we just want them to live out the rest of their lives together and happy and in peace. So if you think you have a loving home for these old gals, come on and see them, because again, we're going to make sure they go together. They're heartworm negative, already spayed. All they need is just a family to love them. So please come meet them. Again, this is Shadow and Diamond.